So, it has been a long time, hasn't it? How long has it been? I mean, it's been like maybe
idea.
6 or 8 months. No, not that long. I mean,
maybe a couple months,
we're getting down there about
Been
3
a
months.
while.
Okay. Well, today, because of course this is quite a topic of consideration within the media and within the social circles, especially. The topic is privacy and the ability of the government to snoop and to get into your private information. Is it good? Is it bad? Which one?
Oh God, is it going to me first?
Yeah, going to you first. What do you think? What do you feel about this?
Am I supposed to get into specifics, or am I
No.
just generalizing?
Don't ever talk it. Never specifics, just generalities.
Okay.
Makes for better conversation.
Generally speaking, then. Well, I don't know. I think.
Can I borrow some lipstick?
Really?
Just
Are you upset about the color of your lips?
yeah, they look purple in this one, don't they?
Oh, maybe it's just a contrast of your shirt. I
Yeah,
think.
perhaps. Okay.
Maybe, because mine. Anyway, never mind. Actually, please, you start.
Okay, I'll start.
I need more alcohol.
She needs
to
more alcohol.
lubricate my brain.
More alcohol, please. Okay. So okay, well, I personally feel that no one's really keen on anyone ever having every intimate detail of their life recorded. But and I think governments holding that information, to be honest, I don't know to what granularity they actually save information on you. I mean, do they save every voice call, every minute, every second of every voice call that you've ever made? Or, I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of conversations that I wouldn't be comfortable with other people, within my circle hearing. But whether or not the government can actually, make use of that, maybe later on in blackmailing people or whatnot, that's my problem.
I'm very much on that page.
Yeah.
If it's used to blackmail me or throw me in jail, then I'm like, oh, fine.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because everyone breaks the law at some point. I mean, everyone has something in their life that, according to all the statutes and the
it feels like I haven't.
all the laws that exist in every country that you've ever been in. I mean, if you never cross the street at the wrong time, though, you're breaking the law. And the point is that you can always dig something up on someone. There's maybe some relationships that you've communicated about other people's relationships. People or humans, we just have this natural tendency to do that. And the fact that the government can have access, carte blanche access to all of this information, and then potentially utilize that against you if you ever were to dissent with their, against their view, I don't know. I don't like the prospect of that. But at the same time, when we talk about protecting society against the nefarious individuals that are amongst us, terrorists and whatnot, I can see the utility in it. And I mean, I don't know what the statistics are. How many times have they actually utilized that information to, I mean, they talk, right? They say, oh, well, we stopped these number of terrorists from doing this and blah, blah, blah. But the reality is we don't know that that's actually true because we don't have any type of visibility into the information that they have. And we have because of course they're not going to disclose that information. But why didn't they stop the Boston bomber? Why didn't they stop the London subway bomber? I mean, if they do have access to all this information, well, obviously it doesn't work completely, or else they would have also stopped the Twin Towers from falling in 9/11. So, my question is, and we have always known that the government had access to all our information. It's not only from 9/11. Anyone who tells you that is full of shit. But I mean, again, it's a fine line that you have to walk, I think, and humans aren't the best at walking fine lines, unfortunately, because we're so persuadable when it comes to money and influence and power. And whenever anyone has access to this kind of information, unfortunately, they can sort of use that against you. And here's another question: do you think that if the government were to save all of that information, should the average individual have access to it?
What, to everyone's
Yeah.
data? Oh gosh, isn't that a bit heavy, isn't it? Super heavy. I don't think, no, I wouldn't want that.
You wouldn't want
I
that?
wouldn't want that at
Okay,
all.
so then why would it be okay for governments to have access to it?
I don't want that either.
Because, yeah, individuals, I mean, government is
So-
comprised of individuals, right? So
Yeah,
if you just
so-
take it a little bit further.
It's kind of it's not really a grey area, but I'm not sure where I should stomp my foot down and start screaming.
Yeah.
It's kind of, there's a necessity to it, but then I could start raving on about perhaps we can have I don't know, minor control, which makes no sense, but at the same time, maybe what they're doing now is accessing things when I was going to say when duty calls for it. It's the most horrible expression, but when
But where
need
do we
be.
draw the line? I mean, if we talk about illegal search and seizure, I mean, for example, if let's say you're in a state where marijuana isn't legal or whatever, okay, and you're driving around in your car and you've smogged out, before, and you end up getting pulled over because you forgot to turn on your blinker on a very local street or something, who knows? And a police officer smells the marijuana. Now, they do have the right to search your car, and based on that, because there's a there's a suspicion that you could be involved in illicit behavior.
Yeah.
But if they pull you over and simply say, you look like the kind of guy who might be smoking weed, we want to check your car out, and stuff like that. To me, it's like all of this information that they have on us, could they be using it for those type of purposes as well? At what point do they draw the line? Do they say, okay, well, if you're a terrorist, then we'll use it against you? But where's the line drawn? Because if you skip your taxes, then we'll start using it against you. Or if you evade taxes, or if you're a part of some questionable sex circles or something, then people have different lifestyles.
Yeah.
But the reality is, at what point do they start utilizing that to enforce law? That's the scary part.
Right. But, okay. Right.
I mean, that's we're talking about the kind of Orwellian society at that point, right?
But I guess this is where the great debate would come in, where I'm like, the occasional marijuana user is probably unlikely to be completely harmful to anyone else but themselves. But
Yeah.
I won't go further into that because people start clawing at me. But if, let's say, the terrorist
Child
attack,
molester or...
Oh yeah, stuff like that.
yeah.
It's kind of... I don't even have to, explain myself. In situations like that, or in situations of terrorism, I would say maybe if I was to look at ethics, the ethical view of what to do, then perhaps we should go that one step further and look into the whole, taking things of their private life. But aside from that, I don't think we need to do it much. I know that a lot of, I don't know.
But don't you think that may be... I mean, when we talk about, of course, rape and child molestation, those are very clear areas where society has rejected that type of behavior. But there are gray areas where some people believe that it's something that, is personal to you, and you have nothing, you have nothing related to it, stay out of my life. Other people believe that, perhaps that through these type of systems, we can refine society to an ideal that we've created on our own, kind of this elitist rank of government sort of decides how society should look. I mean, and now we're starting to look a lot like, sort of this, the USSR or Maoist China at this point, because they're literally trying to dictate, how everyone should behave and fall in line and whatnot. I mean, and it goes beyond just those kind of behaviors. It goes into, work, relationships. I mean, there's all different types of aspects of this. I think that, I don't think that we're going to benefit any more by having them access this information than if they didn't, to be honest. I mean, people are always going to figure out a way to get around these systems if they want to commit crime. Period. I mean, they just will stop talking about it on social systems, or they'll have, highly encrypted, peer-to-peer based type of, communication systems that no one's going to be able to crack, even with the highest, sophisticated, these supercomputing machines that they've got in the government. So, encryption is very difficult to crack. I mean, I don't care who tells you how many, teraflops or petaflops you put onto it. It's not easy. If you have a really strong encryption system, it'll take 15 years to crack it, even with the best systems. So it's there's always a way around it. So is it worth it? Is I guess my question.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, is it worth letting the government have access to every single aspect and detail of our internet and private social life to potentially stop terrorists when in fact they're not, because terrorists obviously are succeeding? Yeah. Okay, in some societies, for example, adultery is considered illegal, right? And what if you have a private relationship with someone and the government has snooped in on your information?
That kind of shit. Sorry, it's the alcohol talking.
Okay, there you
Stuff
go.
like that.
More alcohol.
So it just. Oh, come on. I mean, we could get all fucking moral and don't be a homewrecker, la la, all this bullshit. How the hell does that have anything to do with the government?
Well, that's the problem. When the government starts imposing their ideas of ethics or morality on you
but it's
through these systems,
right.
That's the problem I'm seeing.
Yes, and I think that we should have a all-round let's not kill each other kind of, ethical system. I won't get into that too much, but with what you do with your sexuality, why the fuck does anyone else care about it? Unless you are molesting children and raping everyone, then that's not cool. Because you're pretty much harming other people.
Well, okay, let's take the Christian perspective of this. Okay, well, they think if you're committing adultery, then you're sinning against your spouse, and you're putting your spouse at danger.
Well,
right?
That's danger of what?
Danger of whatever, sexual diseases or,
Yeah, but
anything.
isn't that, okay, I don't know, I just think it's so fucking...
So therefore, they could say you're a danger to your spouse, so therefore we have the right to come in and impose and therefore reveal this information to your spouse. Right?
Nah, it's not. It's not.
No? Too far, right?
Too far. It's too far.
Yeah, I think it's too far too.
That's incredibly unnecessary.
Yeah.
And I would run on the streets naked protesting if they started trying to do that.
I'd join you.
Yeah. It's like naked protest.
Naked.
Fuck them all.
Absolutely. Get thrown in jail naked.
Yeah.
You can add these to your profile.
Oh, but that would upset me if that happened.
Right.
I mean, not that I plan to do that. I think it's personal choice, etc. Sexual life, I don't know, of other two people, whatever. Just do what you want,
Yeah.
Just you can't. The government cannot come into that area. It's just not. If the government ever stepped.
But they used to. I mean, sodomy, homosexuality, sodomy was illegal in many states. It still is, actually, in a few states.
Buggery.
Yeah.
Buggery.
And, I mean, if they find pictures on, your Instagram or whatever account that you've got, Flickr, of you committing a sodomy with your spouse.
What exactly was the reasoning? Was it because it was very dangerous? Or
No, it's a Christian, philosophy,
Christian.
right?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to be rational here for a moment.
No.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
apart from the clinical aspects of it, it's just simply they believe that sodomy is sin, and therefore it's illegal. I mean, they used to base a lot of laws on the Bible.
Keep fucking religion away from...
But that's the problem. The same people who are running these systems also are religious.
Yeah,
You've got Jewish and fucking Christians that are running these systems too, at high levels of government. So they're going to start imposing their views on you or not? That's my question.
Maybe we should
Who are the ones that
kill them all.
determine these systems, by the way? Who are the ones that set up these moral frameworks? Supposedly it's supposed to be the populace, but that doesn't happen.
Well, that's highly upsetting.
So that's a good subject, anyway.
Yeah.
Privacy! Government can't see that.
Oh, how nice.
I mean, unless you're Phil, of course.
Yes.